What up, y'all? Before I shapeshift into the next review, I wanted to do a final review or an overview of The Marvelous Missing Link, Lost and Found. I want to review the third Joker's card as a whole. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Now, the theme of the album is fucking amazing to me. The whole your link is lost or it's found, that piece of your life that makes you feel complete. It makes you live your life to the fullest. I fucking love it. Very much so. Image-wise, I've grown to like Found a lot more. In the beginning, I was kind of I didn't care for it. I liked Lost a lot, and I still like Lost more. I've grown to like Found a little bit more now. The mustache part, I didn't really care for. I felt like it made the picture too much. But when I look at him now and I see the chains and I see the mustache and everything, it makes me think of like something wild. And when I think of the missing link, I think of something wild. That fucking missing link to whatever, you know what I mean? It makes me think of like a wild person. And Found is basically just you unmasked. It's you living life to the fullest. Nothing's holding you back, basically. So I've grown to like Found a lot more. But I still gravitate more towards Lost, and I feel like Lost is a perfect... it's the face I think of when I think of the missing link, just because most people's links are missing or whatever. And when you think of the missing link, that's just the face I gravitate to. I don't know why. Even though I've already stated that my link is found, that's the face I gravitate towards. So, I feel like these albums went together really well. You know, one thing I was iffy about is how well will they go together. And listening to I See the Devil at the very end, and you get into that little, what have I found? I've listened to both albums back to back a couple times now, and they go together really well. The sounds are completely different, which is kind of what they were going for. When you're lost, you're completely different than when you're found. And I feel like that's really awesome. The Found album definitely feels more traditional ICP. I know when I listened to Lost and I reviewed Lost, I said, you know, this is the wicked shit. This is the album. If you've been waiting for ICP to do the wicked shit, this is the album that will fulfill that for you. But I feel like Found is more traditional ICP to me. They had a lot more positive songs in there, but listening to Lost at the Carnival and Get Clown and Pineapple Pizza, that just felt more like a traditional ICP album to me than Lost did. But Lost was still good. I still maintain my thoughts on Lost. I still hold solid on, I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 on my review. You know, that's the thing. I don't drop these reviews preemptive. I don't listen to the album one time and then praise it just to 3 months later fucking change my mind completely like some people do. One other thing I wanted to go into is I can't get over how well these albums go together. You know, everything about them, they are virtually the same with some variances, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously Found is white versus the black, but in the actual album Found, you know, they're saying that you're fucking shining and just look around. You know, you're out of the night, you're out of the dark, you're into the light. So that is fucking amazing that they did that. Yin and yang, of course, I love yin and yang, yin yangs. When you crack this bitch open, you know, you get into the CD arts, and they are very similar. You get into the story of the missing link. Now, when you read Lost and then you read Found, they don't really continue well together, but if you read it as a whole, it makes sense. You know what I mean? What else was I going to compare in here? I don't think anything there. But just kind of the way that these the books are, you know? You get into Lost and you get these kind of pictures right here to just depict scenes of somebody being lost, you know? And then when you get into Found, you get the same way. You get just a similar kind of photo shooting of people who are found. I feel like that was really awesome that they did that. It helps connect the albums really well. I think I had my hesitations of how well these were going to connect together, and I feel like they did really well with it because I wasn't sure. But this very much so. I still kind of feel like this. I wish they would have been released at the same time, but on the same hand, They gave you time to really feel lost before you felt found, if that kind of makes sense. But listening to Found now, when I listened to them together, I was ready to get done with this and get into Found in a hurry. And I think a lot of that has to do with we've had Lost for the last 3 months. And I was ready for something new. Not saying that the Lost is old and boring now, but I've heard them several times and this is still new. So I feel like if they would have released them the same day, would have been really awesome. It would have been more like a Bazaar. You'd kind of gravitate to which one you like more because of what you like more, not so much of what's new and what's old. So, but overall, I love the album. I love the theme a lot, and this album was pretty fucking awesome, and I'm loving it. I love listening to them both in the way that they go. They are very complimentary of each other. The intros are very similar. So the one thing I'm definitely glad that they did on Found is they included Sugar Slam a little more. I feel like on Lost they had a couple songs that she would have went good on, but her voice is beautiful, and I'm glad that they kept her on Found instead of Lost, because Lost is supposed to be sad, depressing, or angry, and Found is the complete polar opposite. So these albums complement each other very well, and they make a very solid fucking Joker card. I love them. I will continue to love them and continue to listen to them, and I can't wait to see what the next Joker card is going to be. So those are my final thoughts on the Marvelous Missing Link. I really feel like they did really good on this album. So what more can I say? At this point, I'm repeating myself. So definitely stick around for the next review. I've already given you away what it's going to be at the beginning. I threw that hint in there. So definitely pick up the albums. If you've downloaded them and you like them, then pick them up. Come on. You can do it. Support your artist. But anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. I'll see you guys next time.